All the rooms were empty in the motel because no one sleeps away during Easter. At least, not in this scum dump. Even its name, the Trotter Motel, sounded like some incurable sex disease flashing in a yellow neon sign on the highway to the city. No one notices if you're alone on Easter either. It's not like Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's. Those are heavy hitters when it comes to people feeling bad for you. I'd walk around the motel, come some wintry eve, cars lined up in the front of their assigned doors as close as possible to both get out of the chill and to shake the ache of paranoia by getting to their flea-infested rooms as fast as possible. On those nights, I'd go out about my business, and some respectable-looking family who didn't make reservations for the Hilton downtown would look at me and my sorry state, disheveled hair, patchy stubble, jeans that haven't been washed. They'd look at me, and they'd be sad. Every one of them. Of course, they wouldn't do shit about it. I was just another shady character. After all, it's only on those nights when, as a collective, we're supposed to be with the ones we love. But that's when they feel bad. Oh, the poor guy. I wonder if he has any family. Mommy, why is that man alone? Some damn people every fucking year. It would burn me if it didn't happen all the time. But at least I had Easter. I walked out of my room, and the air was crisp, smelled like heaven. My favorite time of the year is spring. It's warm, but not warm enough to smell the rotting flesh in the restaurant's garbage across the way. Not to mention the faint air of piss that always sticks around the place, and only gets stronger during the summer months. No, spring was good, a time for planting and growing. Easter was lucky enough to come late this year, so the weather was perfect. I shuffled to the main office, not a car in sight. Joey was behind the counter, picking his nose like always. He only snapped to attention when I walked in. Duke's got it all set up in the back, sir, he stammered out. Kid only worked at the motel a year and was still terrified of me. I don't know why. I'd been nothing but cordial. I nodded my head, grunted, and went past him to the back. A shiny red SUV on the 4 cement blocks. It was brand new and spanking amongst the weeds that crowd the godforsaken place, and had been growing fast since March. We'd been blessed with some good weather this spring, ripe for prosperity. Yes, sir. Duke was setting up the bonfire, throwing in wood he found in the junkyard, since I told him never to cut the trees if he knew what was good for him. He looked at me weirdly when I told him to light it up. I stood on the outskirts of the bonfire as he soaked one of the shirts in kerosene and tied it to a stick. One of the little ones whimpered and pissed itself when it got fire, and when it came closer, the whole damn broad started crying. Mother, father, sister, and 2 little brothers tied close to the burning pit. You see, there's always a family, at least one. The hotels fill up fast around here, and Trotter's is the only place that is left. There's not as many families as other holidays, not by a long shot, but there is always at least one. They park so close to the office, I think they park inside if they could. They'd get out and see me like always, but they never look like they pity me. It's different when it's warm outside, and Christ has risen. That's all right. They're easier to overpower when they don't look at you or care. Duke takes good care of me and cooks them up real nice. This year's family was large. Parents plump and nice. They took longer to cook, of course, but I didn't mind. The growing season would fare better because of it. It needs me to thrive. I look at the sight in relish, licking my dry lips when their skin started to crackle and fill the night air with a succulent scent of cooking meat. and their pitiful screams were very notes of music that I needed to hear most. Thankfully, no one's around much this time of year to hear them, especially during Easter.